Warriors versus Cavs. I can't believe we're... Hey, a new team from the East. There was going to be a new king of the East. But we haven't had a new team in the West. Portland had to blow it. Okay. Anyway, let's talk about this series. Well, let's begin with this. In the NBA regular season preview... the NBA regular season matchup that these teams had. Well, as you could see, the Raptors actually dominated the Warriors even more. So really, this is probably going to be a very interesting one, especially for the Warriors. And I said especially because now they're dealing with the team that will host the NBA Finals in the first two games at Toronto. And not only that, it's also because you're playing against a team that swept you in the regular season. So really, looking at that point, it will be a very interesting matchup at that point. And really, and I'm going to be quite honest with you, this is where I think the Warriors need Durant immediately. I mean, at this point, you're going against Kawhi Leonard, who is one of the best defenders in the NBA. To some, he is the best still. But I think this is where you need Durant. Because you're going to need a third shooter against this Raptors team. And I think against the Raptors now, I think they're officially about to play the best defense, one of the best defenses in the postseason. The only defense that they played good enough was the Clippers, and yet that's not even a comparison. The Raptors were, I think, a top 10 defense. I think they finished in 8th. Even though the Warriors may be number 1 on offense and this postseason. But who have the Warriors played in the postseason and that's a top 10 defense? Really no one. The only teams and the only player that they play that's a really good defender has been Patrick Beverley, and that's basically it. You could say PJ Tucker or Al-Farouq Aminu, but no, I think Patrick Beverley is a better defender. So in this matchup, the Raptors made their first ever NBA Finals, but this is Kawhi's third time getting this far. But here's one thing I think and you guys already know, Durant needs to come back, because this is what the Raptors need to do. If you're the Raptors, Durant is out, let's say, 3 games. You need to put Kawhi Leonard on Stephen Curry. Now, Steph has not, to me, in this whole playoffs, has dealt with a defender like Kawhi. I don't think he has. To many people, they say, come on, TG, that's a joke. Really? I mean... Oh. Sorry about that. I mean, you look at this situation for the Warriors... And now Cousins could be back, but how will he perform in his first finals? I know many people say they also have Clay, but yet they still have played. I mean, not played. They are still one of the best defenses in the NBA this year and in the postseason. Some people will bring up Draymond Green will help the Warriors, but who has Draymond Green gone against? That's a good scorer at the power forward position. You can comment down which one. But really, I don't think he's really played against anybody at the power forward position that's serious. Now, Draymond will have to show up as well, scoring-wise. He has to. The thing is, though, for the Raptors, if Kevin Durant is out for a while, you, like I said, put Kawhi on Curry. And once you put Kawhi on Curry, how well can Curry score? Because I will be honest with you, I think if Kawhi does defend Curry, as long as Durant is out, I can see Curry only averaging at least 23 points over Kawhi, as long as Durant is out. And many people say Steph over Kawhi, but at the same time, what about defensive-wise? Curry's small and really cannot defend that much. And you look at what Kawhi has been doing in his entire career. This is a guy that has defended the best of the best. LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and then Giannis Antetokounmpo. If that man plays really good defense on them, especially when he was not even in his prime with Durant and LeBron and those big stages, what are the odds he doesn't do that to Curry? Now, like I said, if Durant does not come back, because we still do not know his stats, I will be honest with you. If the Raptors win this finals, if they win it, it may not just be the end of the Golden State Warriors dynasty of Clay's gone or Durant's gone and Kawhi staying. I think if they win this series, it would have proven that the San Antonio Spurs in that Western Conference Finals against the Warriors would have beaten Golden State. And if Kawhi is hurt during this series, the Warriors, let's say Kawhi gets hurt in Game 1, just same results. The Warriors will sweep the Raptors. And really, I think Clay will also show up in this series. But not as much as you could say when he did against the Clippers, Rockets, and the Blazers. Because remember, this is so far the best defensive team they played in the postseason. The only one closest is the Clippers. Now, who is my pick? I actually have been thinking about this one still for a while. I could go with Toronto because of what you saw earlier. Of the Raptors sweeping the Warriors, averaging more points than the Warriors, and had a better percentage in field goals and three-point percentage. I could go with the Raptors. I could. But at the same time, though, I don't trust the Raptors because the history that franchise has had in the big moments. And this is by far the biggest moment in Toronto, Canada. Sports-wise. The Golden State Warriors do have the much experience. But if Kevin Durant does not show up at least, let's say, 3 games, the Raptors will win this series in 6. But let's say KD comes back in Game 2. I think Golden State, fully healthy against this Raptors team, will win in 7. And I personally do believe Golden State does win in 7. I don't trust the Raptors in Game 1 because I think they've only won 3. I think it's just been 3 games that they've won in Game 1s. Which is somewhat ridiculous because I don't understand how can you just win 3 games in Game 1s. How is that possible for a franchise for 25 years of existence? Only 3 Game 1 wins. Now, most of them were on the road, yes, but still, though. So, like I said in the series, this is where Durant has to come back. And if Durant is out for 2 games or 3, Raptors win in 6. But if Durant shows up let's say, Game 2, because I think he's out for Game 1, the Warriors will win in 7. So, really, my pick is going to be the Golden State Warriors. I really don't want to pick the Warriors because I'm sick of seeing the same old team. And I think it's bad business. And the finals will get boring. I mean, it kept getting boring with Cavs and Warriors, and this is somewhat new and interesting. But you look at this series heading to on Thursday. So much pressure, like I was mentioning on that video, this offseason is coming. This is the most pressure. Because let's say the Warriors lose this series. Will Clay, Durant, and Cousins come back? Now, I think Boogie Cousins even said that he doesn't plan to come back. Some people saying Durant's leaving. Then you got Clay. What's Clay going to do? And for the Raptors, if they lose, their free agents are, last time I checked, were Jeremy Lin, Marc Gasol, Danny Green, and Kawhi. will Kawhi leave the Raptors? Because let's be for real, the Raptors are not a playoff team without Kawhi. They're not. And if they did, they will be a 8th or 7th seed. So really, those pressures of the free agents that they'll have is about to hit. But that's where I think really the Golden State Warriors win this, because they've dealt with this much experience in the Raptors. The only guy that I think the Raptors have with NBA Finals experience is just Kawhi, and I think that's it. So really, I'll go with the Warriors in 7. But if Durant is out for 3 games, the first 3 games, I'll have to go with the Raptors in 6. But I don't expect Durant to miss that long. But who are you guys picking this series, and how far does it go? Leave a comment down below, hit the like button, share it with your friends, subscribe to me for more videos like this one. This is TGTV Tank Mode signing off. And yeah, the finals will be on Thursday. That means more reaction videos, doesn't it? Oh, son of a...